Is Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania a failure or is it a success? And what does this mean for the future of the MCU and Phase 5 as a whole? Let's get into it. Real quick before we get into it, please do hit the subscribe button down below. It does my channel a lot of good. Now, I know I haven't been posting lately. I just got off of a vacation and school's been pretty busy, so I haven't been able to post a lot of content. Hopefully that will change. Hopefully instead of doing one video, maybe every week, I'm going to try to get out 2 videos a week plus multiple shorts. I'm going to try to do a lot more with the channel like that. But anyway, let's get into this video. Now, the MCU has been struggling, to say the least, with the last couple entries in Phase 4. And now I've really enjoyed the MCU, even in Phase 4. I've really loved a lot of Phase 4. I thought that, well, some things didn't work so well. Other things were pretty underrated. Thor: Love and Thunder, not good. One of my bottom 3 least favorite MCU movies. When it first came out, I had it really high. It's not a good movie. I don't like Thor: Love and Thunder really at all. And I don't really want to rewatch it. It's not good. And I love Thor Ragnarok. But it's just the MCU is kind of having an identity crisis. Everything kind of feels the same, and I love the MCU, and I really hope this changes, but Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, cinema score, low for an MCU movie, one of the lowest. It's the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score, I believe, or maybe it's second lowest, which was actually quite surprising. I thought it was going to be in like the 70s range, and I'm surprised that Thor: Love and Thunder has quite a bit higher Rotten Tomatoes score, which doesn't make sense because Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and Eternals are both way leagues of better than Thor: Love and Thunder. But it also isn't a very big box office success. It had the second largest comic book drop from comic book movie that made over 100 million in its opening weekend, which is not good. Like, people just feel kind of, I'm not burnt out, but the overall general mindset towards the MCU feels burnt out. Too much content, too much it's too convoluted, and it's kind of hard to follow now because there are so many shows, so many that's not my opinion, but that seems to be the general consensus on where the MCU is trending. Now, if they want to make King Dynasty and Secret Wars as big as Infinity War and Endgame, they're going to have to kind of pick up the quality of these things. And we're seeing that with the shows. This year, we're probably only going to get Secret Invasion and Loki Season 2, along with X-Men 97. But I like that they're slowing down the content. Last year, there was 2 holiday specials, a series of shorts, 3 series, and 3 movies. This year, 3 movies, 2 series, maybe a special, but they are kind of reeling back on the content, which is a good sign because it means hopefully that in the future they're going to be taking more time on each release instead of just kind of making it like a factory in each project. It doesn't really feel like it's that like unique, because Ant-Man and the Wasp 3 feels a lot like Guardians of the Galaxy, but also Star Wars, and it feels this kind of, and Star Trek, and it feels kind of like it doesn't have its own identity, and I wish it did feel more like Ant-Man and the Wasp, because I love that movie. I love Luis. I love all the characters in there. I really enjoy that movie. I know a lot of people, it's kind of towards the bottom of their list. I quite enjoy Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I enjoyed this newer movie, but I don't know. It just felt like a big miss, in my opinion. I thought that they were going to start off Phase 5 really strong. The trailers look good, and unfortunately, it just didn't work for me all that great as a starter to Phase 5. I enjoy the movie, and I will be watching it quite a bit. Probably, this movie does kind of have a rewatchability factor for me, so I probably will get to rewatching it when it comes to Disney+. Other than that, the future of the MCU, again, I hope they slow it down, and it looks like they are with Bob Iger back. Hopefully, the MCU gets more under control and back to its quality and greatness. There you guys have it. There are just my thoughts on the MCU as a whole right now. And Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. To me, it was not a success in any way. It was kind of a failure. I'm not going to say it's a huge failure, but it definitely was a stinker for the MCU. So there you have it. Please hit the subscribe button down below. As always, you can check out some more videos right now.